Hello everybody, welcome back to Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today we're working on a brooder because I just wanted to. I got tired of trying to figure out how I was going to get put little baby chicks in the coop. Well, right now I'm using my old squirrel cage that I bought when I got them squirrels, and I'll let them go. Long time ago. But anyway, so we didn't have very much material to work with. Just had a bunch of scraps here and there that left over from other stuff. And I took apart a tent, one of those canopy type pavilion tents that are accordion style that you pull out, and it's like scissored bars that spreads it out, and then you put your top on it. Well, that thing was about a piece of crap. So the tent went bad, so I just took the frame down and made my own. So I'll bring you down here and show you what I did. So right now I'm testing my heat lamp to see if it's going to get too hot in there. And I think it's going to work out just fine. It's got plenty of ventilation in it, and I have enough. I didn't have enough of this to do all the way down, so I had to do half or bottom of it with metal. But I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the front here. I'm stopped right now because I had to 3D print some more of these crust-proof caps that goes on the ends of this. It goes in, it's got a hole in it so you don't crush your tubing when you go to put it on. So I'm like all these here, I'll show you. See how they got them end caps in it? Well, they go in about that far, and they got a hole in it that keeps it from being crushed. So I'm 3D printing some new ones that I made myself, and I'm waiting on them to print. It's an 18-hour print, so it's going to be tomorrow before I can put them back on, or put them on there. So I had enough to do 8 down out of these tubes right here. So I got the other side I got to cut down. I got 4 tubes. Cut them in half, I get 2. That gets me 8. So after I did the top, this is going to be the lid. It's just sitting there right now, but this is going to be the lid. So we just got to figure out a hinge system for it. I'll put that to the side. Now this, I'm not sure if I want to make it so that I can slide it back and forth, because I have enough room. Let me move this cord to the back side where it's going to rest. And I got to 3D print a plate to put over top of that to hide all that so nothing gets down there on them wires. I do want to change that to a porcelain. This is just plastic. That light will probably melt this. So I'm going to get a porcelain one and put in the place of it. And let's say I wanted to move it over to this side. I could move it over here. But I'll probably end up keeping it on this side, and that way I'll have heat on this side but not this side, so if it gets too hot over here, they have a place to go to this side to get out of the heat. So it's that time of the year, I don't really have to worry too much about that. I do have the heat lamp on them right now. And so I just took all them pieces apart, and the screws all didn't line up because some of these are from different applications on the tent itself, so I couldn't get them all straight in a row. So I'm trying to make something, I'm gonna make something thin to go over top of that as a beauty cover, and then I'll just take some screws, and maybe 3 of them, put one here, and one here somewhere, just to keep that from turning, and then I'll make a beauty cover that will screw to this board with 2 screws that just covers it up, maybe 3. So I'll do the same thing on this side, just here all the way up. It'll look like this over here on this side. Then I have some old aluminum that it's got holes in it, but that just adds for ventilation. So I probably could have drilled holes in there and gave it more ventilation, but I don't want it to have too much ventilation. It's going to have ventilation going through the side and out the front. So I made this so that I could put a cord out the back. So because this thing is raised, I'll probably have to bolt a board to the back side of this, I don't know, or 3D print something, make my own bracket or hinge to put on there. And I left it so it had an overhang on the front so I can get my finger under it and lift it. Of course, I can get my finger under it anyway. But I've still got some trimming to do on it. I got to trim some screws down. Some of these are sticking up because I didn't have enough, so I got to cut these down flat. And I wanted the heads to be up, but if I want a gap in between here for the cord on the heat lamp, then I'm gonna need a gap. So I just decided to turn it upside down, and it still don't look bad. Just cut all these screws off level and be done with it, and make some kind of a hinge. I don't know what kind of hinge I'm going to make, but it'll probably have something to do with a 3D printer or machined. I might make one. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I had a thin enough board that I could put underneath there, I could just put a piano hinge across there, but we'll figure something out, I'm sure. We might just put a small board right here and a small board right here and just have a hinge here and here. And just drill some holes through here to screw into the board. Just make a little piece that's fancy, round or something, or maybe it just comes to this. And put a hinge there. It don't need much, it's really light, it's all aluminum. The back panel is aluminum. And this here was what was left over from the refrigerator that I took apart. And I used the rest of this for that side-by-side top when I put a top on my side-by-side that I don't have no more. You can't keep nothing, man. The bill collectors take it all, man. So you have to sell all your stuff just so you can make ends meet. So we just took all the scraps that I had laying around here and just pieced it together. The bottom is aluminum. Yeah, it's got holes in it too where it had rotted through, so it's pretty thin in that area. But that's not a big deal. It just lets stuff fall through. Be less for me to have to clean up. I thought about making these doors on the side, but I only want to deal with the top door. I don't want to have to deal with 2 other doors. Plus this side's going to be up against the wall. This side's going to be up against the wall. The only 2 sides that's going to be open is going to be this side and this side. I might bring it away from a wall. But we'll go down here and look at my Rhode Island Ridge. There's my girls heading this way. Look at them running for me. Hey girls. I got 4 of them. That's Brittany right there. Ain't she pretty? The gray one is Rose. The one with the brown top, that's Lucy. Lucy Ray and Lucy Lou. She's got black on top but brown on the bottom. The other one's got brown on top and black on the bottom. So, ain't Brittany pretty? She is beautiful. They're all pretty. Even the black ones have a little blue in them. But we finally made it to a Rhode Island Red. We got 2 of them. So we're gonna go in here and check them out. Well, guys, I can see why they're upset. They can't get in. This thing is not working properly. I've set the time on it, so now we're going to have to raise that up so they can come in and then close it back down and hope tomorrow morning it opens right. But right now, this is what I'm using for a brooder. And there's my little darlings. Ain't they pretty? Come on, girls. I know you went in here. Come on. Come on. There you go. Now you can get on your roost. I didn't realize that door was shut. Sorry, guys. But ain't they getting big? Come on. I want to get to the chickens. The little ones. Alright, well, get on your roost. Aren't they pretty? Ain't she pretty? What do you think there? Now, we don't know if these are roosters or hens. We're hoping they're hens, but I'll be okay if I have 1 hen. But we got 2 of them in there. And that's what I'm using. And I'm glad that door did that, because that done that to me the other day too. So now we only got 3 chickens in here, and now we need 7 more. There they're one coming. But I'm gonna get out here. Get out of here. This is my area. Yeah. Go on. Get on your roost. So we got 4, 5, 6. 5 more to go. Alright, I'm gonna let them do their natural thing and get on the roost. They should have already been in here. They love this top one. There's Brittany. Ain't she sexy? Let me turn the light on so you can see Brittany. She is sexy. Alright guys, we're back down here to the chicken coop with the brooder already installed. I had to have help today, so I didn't want to do any videos, so I just went ahead and put it together and showed you. I'm going to show you what the finished product. I went around the edges here, and in between every one of them rocks, I planted a morning glory. So hopefully it'll grow up the side of this and it'll look pretty cool. We're gonna try it anyway. And it did me no good to plant a melon there because they just dug the seed up and ate it. There them troublemakers are. All back in there looking for bugs. So we changed a few things on it. I had to move my waterer over because it was over here. So now I'll put it over there in between. So right now I've just got a strap on it, and that strap also works to raise the lid for me. Temporary. Eventually I'm going to make a drop down latch that mounts to the wall so that when I raise this up, well, I can't right yet. I got the cable on it. But when I raise it up, it'll fall and land down latch on this to hold it up. So I got to make one of those. I'll probably 3D print one and just mount it to the wall. So, but for now, I'm just going to put this strap on it. I got him some dirt down in there, and I went ahead and used up some more of my pine shavings. I got enough to do one more fill or clean, and I put the waters up. I think they probably could stand to be a little bit higher, and moved a little bit further away from the dirt. But I don't want the dirt or the water and the feed that close together. But it's only be temporary. It ain't gonna last long. 4 to 5 weeks, I'll have them running around in the chicken coop. But they sure are pretty. Oh, what was you pecking at? They just peck at anything and everything. So I went ahead and changed the port to porcelain one because the other one was plastic. And that is warm. So we're going to keep an eye on it and see if this is going to work. I would rather this be metal than wood. So it may be possible that later on I'll just put a metal bracket here to mount that to. And so this is not hot. I mean, I can feel that it's warmer than everything else, but it's plastic. I think it come off of a four-wheeler or a side-by-side or something. And I took the other light apart and just put this on the light bulb before I screwed the light bulb in, so might have to put some kind of a fan here or something, who knows. But I don't run it all the time anyway. It's unnecessary. Like right now, I can unhook it right now because it's nice and warm outside. So I don't even think I need a thing to hold that down. But just for my own personal feelings, I think I'll just go ahead and, better to be safe than, who knows, chicken might fly up there and hit it and knock it up and get in there and kill all the two babies. Yeah, I know that sounded stupid, didn't it? I'm still having a hard time with this chicken door. It worked this morning, so we'll see if it works again tonight. That'll tell the story. So now we are set up for, trying to get this over there a little closer, make it look a little nicer. Picture perfect. They mess it up. I straightened it up, they mess it up. So there's my brooder. That way I can keep them in the chicken coop. That way I don't have to make any extra accommodations for them. No more bathroom. But I think it turned out pretty nice, guys. It would have looked just as good if I'd have had enough of these to go all the way down. I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 more of them to complete it. So I would have needed five more of those rails. But It just didn't have that many in it. So I used just about every piece of that tent to build this. And it turned out pretty nice. So I got refrigerator material in it. I got a tent that I didn't need anymore in it. Bunch of scraps of wood that I had. And I even put Bison logo on it. I still got to paint the camouflage, but I plan to treat that, I think. I don't know yet. It's going to be in the dry, so it doesn't really need to be treated, and I think it looks fine just the way it is. The red kind of gives it a trend, just multicolored. Looks fun. So I ended up using just regular cabinet door hinges that actually was the same orientation I needed. So we mounted those on there like that. See how it worked? They turned out pretty nice. But there it is, guys. The Bison's Brooder, the BB. I even put feet on the bottom, 3D printed feet that I 3D printed for some other project that turned out to not work very well, so I ended up with some extra threaded, big old, probably about 2-inch round. I was using them for a thumb or hand wheel on a 1/4-20, and I had a countersink for the head of the bolt, so that countersunk the screw. So I just put a drywall screw in each corner with one of those on it, and it countersunk the screw. And so now it's probably about 3/4 of an inch off of the floor. And the bottom is aluminum. Of course, we already covered that when we first started this video. So I get messed up when I go from one day to the next on videos. I feel like I'm doing a whole new video because I'm not accustomed to doing 2 days for one video. Anyway, hope you guys learned something out of this and how to do something yourself. I just went around and started looking for scraps and stuff that I didn't need anymore, and just turned it into a project. I don't know what the hell made me want to do that, but anyway, now my Rhode Island Reds have a really nice home. And then when I don't have any chickens in there, guess what? I can use it for feed storage. I can put my plastic totes, one of them in there, probably fit just fine. And that way I can put my cans and stuff like that in it, because I'm not going to be raising chicks. But this will probably be the last time for a long time, unless something dramatic happens and I lose most of my chickens and I have to replace them. But that'd be about it. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later. Say bye, girls. Say bye.